Well, hello angels. Welcome to my channel. I'm Tina with Art Angels, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and if you are not new, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Cotter, showing my age, right? Anyway, I look a little rough. Had to go to the doctors today. I've been having migraines. Didn't know if it was sinus, allergies, or what. Didn't know if it was from having my cataracts done just 3 weeks ago. So I did see the eye doctor, and I think I told you guys that for any of you who are new. My eyes checked out fine. I've got 20/20 vision he did both eyes distance so that I can wear a contact or readers for close-up. And I prefer wearing the contact because I get tired of wearing glasses, and especially when you're in Florida and you perspire, sweat, it's not fun to wear glasses. So I'm really, and I didn't want those permanent marks and bumps that you get, that everybody gets when they wear glasses all the time. So yeah, so that's why. But anyway, guess who I'm here with? Today, I am gonna change little Joy that Miss Amanda gave me for Christmas. Look at that face. So I'm gonna be changing her, just talking about a few things, showing you the pram that I got that I don't know if I'm gonna keep, but I love it. I feel like I'm in England but it's as big as I am. So we're gonna see. And I have a little, what do I have? A Honda, what's it called? Not a Honda. A Nissan, I can't think. I don't know what it is, but it's a small, what do they call those cars? It's not a compact car, an SUV, a small SUV. I'll think of it in a minute. And I love it, and I had to get the same size cars I had before to fit in my little one-car garage. And that might sound a little snarky, but I'm so grateful to God I have a garage. But it's filled with boxes and Christmas, so I'm parking outside until the holidays are over. So anyway, so let's get going, and I put all the babies in a little Christmas stuff. And you know what? I've decided that I'm not crazy about red anymore because the nursery is all pink and I have girls. And I was online today and I've seen so many beautiful babies. And Sandra shouted out this lady that is, I think it's called Becca's something. Go to Sandra's community page because I can't remember. She is delightful, and she likes all kinds of different, she loves the Paradise Galleries. I'm pretty sure this is her who we're speaking of. And she just bought a little boy, and he was called Peekaboo. And you guys, I guess I'm gonna be a collector or a wannabe. I don't know what it is. Like I have gone off the deep end with just buying accessories and anything and everything. This is the, let's see, third stroller I purchased since I had Piper, which was just since May. So that's called whack. But anyway, first of all, I don't want a boy, and I wanted only authentic. And I see this baby of hers, Peekaboo, and I lost it. So I went on Amazon on Paradise Galleries to see, and I'm telling you, if he would have been available, and for $49, I don't even know what it was, $49, I thought, oh my God, I'll play with them and give them to my niece. Anyway, he was sold out on even Paradise Gallery. So I'm telling you, I might end up, I don't know, it's crazy. So I don't have enough room. I would like to make my second bedroom a nursery, but the way I'm spending, I'm probably going to have that second bedroom to rent out to someone to save my hide, to keep me afloat in the next couple years down the road, because I've really lost my mind. So anyways, we are going to dress this little suede. Oh my God, you should see. Now this is a suede, I think. Amanda, if you watch this, let me know. This, I think, is a suede cloth body. And it is way different. It is really nice. Wow. Wow, little one. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I've never had a cuddle baby. And I didn't know they were, I don't know what I thought. But look at this. Look at I wish you could see and feel. I think it's the suede. It is so nice. Amanda, you're amazing. Honest to goodness, you really do all your stuff with love. Now, I might put a few more beads. I want her to move, which I understand, but I don't want her to look like she's got something wrong. So anyways, oh no, I can't do that because she's already done. Doesn't matter. She's adorable. Look at this face and her hair. See, I don't know if you guys got a close-up. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that little sweet girl. Now, I think, you guys, I'm sorry, and I'll put it in I don't know. I have her paperwork, but I can't remember. See, it's 73. I don't know how some of these women do it. Okay, I probably am the oldest collector on YouTube. I would almost, do you guys think that's true? Because maybe I could win an award for being the oldest. You know? You never know. Okay, patty cake. A patty cake, a patty cake, a patty cake. All right, so she done that is the sweetest diaper. I wish I knew. See, I'm not gonna go out because I don't make dolls and send them off, but I'm not gonna go out and buy a big old thing of diapers, except for the two girls I have, which I didn't get a big thing. I got the smallest Millie whatever. Okay, this isn't one of those. This is smaller. And I love it that for somebody that never had children like myself, I could figure it out because I did a lot of babysitting. But this has back and front. And it is newborn Pampers. They have an N. So I think that's kind of nice for, you know, first-time parents, mom, dad, grandma, whatever. So anyway, this peekaboo, I'm telling you, he'd have been mine. I'd have been ordering him. Oh my, Christina and Sandra and Amanda, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you? Going, see, she fell for it. Sure did. So I also went and ordered some stuff from Carrie Fall because she has the preemie knee-high beautiful socks, which my dolls, they are just so tiny. And I'll show you, if I can remember, a pair of the beautiful black, they look like velvet or suede. They're the tiniest things. Carter sold them, and I get them 50% of a good thing. Because Piper, with her being silicone, you have to stuff her foot, and they don't have the Velcro. They've got the permanent little elastic band across it. And so it doesn't stay on her. So I'll use those for Willow, so they won't go totally to waste. But so many of you guys, how many of you, comment below, buy things for your babies and they don't fit? And for some reason you end up keeping them thinking, oh man, it's too darling, right? It's too darling. Well, I think I've given away, I've only been collecting since what? May? I think I've given away. Now this is gonna be too big, but I'm hoping, not too big though. I'll show you, I got these little shirts. These I think came from H&M, and I love the shirts with the ruffles. And so one came in this gray and white with the ruffle. One came in whatever I have Piper in. I think it's a white and green because I didn't want to put a red on her. So they really are made nicely. Look at that. Does this say what she is on the back? And you know what? I probably, A-S-T-O-E-T-O? Wow, I don't know. M-I-X. Oh yeah, she's got some stuff going on. I won't say what I'm thinking. It's a horrible thought. Anyways, like Sandra said, she's been having really bad nightmares. And I think it would be I think it'd be great to have a journal, because I agree, so many dreams are so vivid. And I go, okay, and I have gotten up and written them down, but really a journal would be very cool. Something else to buy. Yeah, so anyways, so see these little shirts, and these have the hand things, you know, the cuffs, you know, that go over, so that's good for a cuddle baby. And what do you think? Amanda, her first mommy, what do you think? I think Amanda did her. I'm sure she did. Yeah, she did. Anyway, I love the little ruffles. And these came 3 to a pack from H&M. That was last year. So, and let me see. I think, oh man, are you seriously kidding me? Ah, here we are. These are Honest baby clothing preemies, and they're still big on her. So anyway, but she's a tiny one. You know what I'm saying? These fit my newborns. And I always laugh at the artists that say newborn or 0 to 3 newborn. I'm like, no. Nowadays, guys, 0 to 3 means 6 months. They're making them huge. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay, now let's see if these pants will fit these sweet little chunky legs. I think they will, because you are a preemie. So all the pants that I never let my girls wear because they're so... now these are not from Carter's. I'll have to see where I got these from. And I like the way... And Sandra, I'm like you. I have a vision for my dolls. And if it's not right, I don't like it. Okay, now this... You got some thighs on you, woman. You got some thighs. Holy caroli. And a little bitty waist. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, let me see. I gotta get this just right. I'm not happy. I'm not happy if it's not just right. Look at that. So then I got some gray socks. Man, I am... gray socks, hold on. Gray socky walkies. You are cutie patootie. Yep. Yes, you are. And you'll fill out these socks like my girls don't, but you will. You cutie patootie. Okay, guys, well, I gotta say this. I say that all the time. I really enjoy watching what they buy their children. I'm not a mom, but I mean, even Sandra's, I've really enjoyed it, really, because I just find her gift buying so thoughtful, thought out. I've said that before. It just was like, and I like to try to do that. I guess we all do. And there's people say, I don't want a gift card. And I hardly ever do gift cards. But why would you be nasty about getting a gift card? Now, if my mother had given me a gift card, I would have been sad. Because she always did such a nice job. And I think most of our mothers did. And I'm going to tell you this, if it wasn't for women, there would be no family traditions. I mean, a few guys might do it. Jason would. He would. His mommy. And see, Sandra does because of her mother. So it's always going to be that kind of situation. I think I'm going to roll these over because, and do you ever notice that sometimes on these, whatever they call these little cuffs, one's on the top and the other one might be on the wrong side. Like, I don't like that either. It has to just be perfect. Okay, darling. And I sprayed her with the cologne that we fell in love with, that if it wasn't for Happy Bees Nursery, and she hasn't responded, but you know what? I don't expect her to respond because you got to be careful on the internet. And so it was worth a try to let her know how much I appreciate and admire her stuff, because it really is beautiful. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't like to put bows on their babies, but I do. Okay, so, and if anybody has a trick on how, I just see how, and this is how big it is on my other babies, and they're not preemies, but it just is so maddening to me, but it's okay. Say hi. Now let me see. Let me show you. Oh, look at her. Uh-oh. Do you see her outfit? Tell your mommy hi. Tell your first mommy I'm treating you good. Tell her. Tell her I'm treating you good. Don't tell her I'm beating ya. No. Isn't she sweet? So do you like these little shirts, guys? H&M. They are under the brand of Honest. And they were not expensive. I don't even know. I'm telling you, they were not expensive. So, anyways, I think she looks adorable. Don't you guys? All right. That's little Joy. See, it's not going to stay on. It's maddening. These also are called Jeffrey socks that I got at Walmart. They're booties, but they're called slouch booties. So I just got them yesterday, but I thought I'd show them and I guess, I don't know if Jeffrey socks is a brand that's cool or not cool, but see how they have the little, it's kind of like a little heart with a bow on it. Isn't that sweet? And they look, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. So now I'm gonna bring on Willow and show you her outfit. And with the babies, there's always something I'm not happy about with an outfit, but guys, it's okay. So let me bring her on and let her say hello. Oh my God, her hair is standing up. Okay, show them your outfit. Look at her. Say hi, guys. Say I got my little candy cane outfit on. Yeah, and my socks from Carter's. Can't put them on the silicone baby. I've seen some people dress their babies in the red. I'm a little afraid. Yeah, I'm a little afraid. But here's little Princess Willow Joy and her sister Joy, and they bring me joy. Yeah, that's my mom's nickname, Joy. She was Joy, and it was Joyce. But this is adorable from Carter's, this little set. But it came with a shirt that's chintzy. And I'm sad because it's like slouchy and big, and it's not a onesie, it's just a shirt. And it's way too big, but it had candy canes on it. But it was in beige, like a cream colored, and it was sold as a set. Notice the candy cane is white. What? Not beige. Now that really bothered me. So I took it off because it didn't match. Because I'm nuts. OCD, ADHD, you and me. Yeah, I just love them. I just love them. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'll bring out, I've got to put these little ones over here because we don't want them to. Now on my this color is rust color is gross. See, at Christmas, this is why I don't like don't like red stuff. But so next year, I'm either gonna buy pink Christmas stuff or not at all, you know, because it just doesn't go. But if I ever get the tree put up out in my living room, in my lanai, it is really, they will go great. I just need to do it, but I haven't been feeling good. So you just do the best you can, guys. Here's your little binky. Now let me go get Sissy. By Sissy? Do you? You both sleepy. You both sleepy? Okay. Here she is. Let me unwrap her. And she's got the same top on. See, I don't like the beige. See, I didn't notice this. Look at that hair, guys. Oh my God, I love her hair. I love you. Yeah, I do. So this is, I love showing her legs, and I don't like her in pants, but isn't that the cutest? Tell them hi. Say hi. Hi, world. Say, this is Piper. And I guess, for anybody that's new, she is the Emmy Sculpt by Jennifer. No, I don't know. I always say the wrong thing. Like I said, I've only got like 3 dolls now. But Irina K is what Willow was from. Teddy. That's the Teddy Sculpt by Irina K. But look at these little socks from Carter's. They're baby. Aren't they cute? But guess what? They're beige. This is white. But this has a little beige in it. Oh my God. You could go crazy. You could go crazy trying to figure it out. Couldn't ya? Couldn't ya? Yeah. And then I have this beautiful, it's called a stroller blanket, but it was knit from this lady, and it's, you know, it's like Angora. Isn't it beautiful? But it's just a certain size where it's not, you know, this is it. But she knitted Piper. Let me show you. Piper's photo shoot stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Which I can. Can you hear all this packaging? Wow. Cray. Okay, we'll see what I got here. Little nuts. This is a little show and tell on the little things that I love. But if anybody is interested, and I gave one of these away for a baby shower, but both of the girls, oh, and I hate this crinkling. Okay, I hate it. I'm just gonna show it to you. There's Willow, and here's Piper's. Aren't they beautiful? She is in Poland. And then here's Piper. This is in brown. I want a little cuckoo. Never have had her in this yet, I don't think, to film her. And then, what? I hope this is what I think it is. I do want to open this just to see if this is the diaper cover. It is. Look at this. It's the same thing. I will put the whole set on her and take a picture. But this is the back, and that is the front, her diaper cover. And then I also had her knit me a bonnet. Isn't that sweet? Love. People with talent, I'm so, I don't want to say envious, but I admire the talent. And if I had a friend, like I had a girlfriend that was an artist, and she did about, I don't know if I had talked about her, but she did everything from sculpting, you know, with the clay and the wheel, you know, and it was bowls and stuff that she did. But she went to Purdue on, I think, a scholarship for her art. But she could also paint oils, watercolors, charcoals, great big pieces that you can hang in a museum, or, you know, if you had a home that was big enough for her stuff. And then, what else? Then she started knitting, and she can knit or crochet, and she would knit for people's babies, or she would knit for adults. And I have some purses that are knit with scarves to match, gorgeous. And what else? Then she can sew. So she had Yorkies, and she had girls, and the outfits that she made, that's why I'm saying this doll thing would be perfection for her, because she could do everything and do it beautifully. She could sculpt. I don't know if she'd do that because you don't need a wheel to sculpt these dolls, but I'm just saying she could do it. And painting, she can paint. She's an interior designer that would blow your mind. She's done many model homes. Her husband was a builder and built big condominiums and hotels. Then she picked up doing jewelry, and she's got a whole garage full of jewelry. So what I guess I'm saying is we lived together for a year. I think I was 27 and she was 24, or however. And she would paint, and I would sit up all night, and she'd drink coffee. We smoked cigarettes back then, and I did nothing but watch her paint, and I would feed her, because she'd do a whole marathon. But I was in awe, and I can't imagine if I knew somebody, I would give anything to watch them paint and root hair, and I mean, that would be a dream. Like, I would never say I could do it, or do I want to do it. I have patience, but not great anymore, So I'm working on that. I mean, I'm working on, asking God to help me with my cussing because that's not very, and no judgment, okay? Because I love cussing. I don't know, it just makes me, and I don't think of it as, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just remember my mother saying that you're not very attractive when you swear like that. I go, yeah, I know. Anyway, like I said, no judgment, okay? No judgment at all, but I'm trying to work on that. Gosh, I'd like to be a lady by 74. So this is my sweet Piper. Oh, I love her so much. Okay, so I'm gonna swing you around a little bit. And you've all seen them. You've all seen the prams, see? But, I mean, check the wheels on this baby. Do you see them? Like, I can't imagine getting it in my, I still don't remember. And then, Sandra said something like it's black, like it's a black interior. You worry about that with the silicone, but she will never touch it. Thank God she doesn't know how to move. But I just thought for $103 at Walmart, I was looking at these, and they were pricing them in different places for $149, $169. It's a different. Sorry, I'm gonna hopefully edit this movement out so that you're not really bothered by it. How's that? I got my eggnog going. I'm feeling better. Like I said, I went to the doctor, but she wants me to see an ENT doctor because years ago, when I was first married to my husband, who was a physician, I went in for sinus infection, and he said you need to have it rooted out. I don't remember what they called it. So they did, and because my sinuses were so blocked that they did a CT scan, saw that it was blocked, and I was so sick, like I'd get so dizzy and want to throw up that I couldn't walk around. I was getting that bad, and it felt like that was happening again. So anyways, after that surgery, a year later, it came back. So I went back to him, and he was looking through my chart. And he said, I'm looking for the pathology from her surgery of last year. And long story short, they did not do a biopsy. They didn't, I don't know if it wasn't sent to pathology. I mean, you always do that when you're doing that kind of surgery. And the doctor was so sad, right? Like, he said, I'm just so sorry, you know? So he said that, I don't know, I can't remember what happened, except that when he did my second surgery, oh, I know what happened. I went in twice, and the first time when I came back, they didn't send it off. The next time I went in and he just did the cleaning or whatever he did, it came back and it was precancerous. So he felt terrible. He said to my husband and I, like, he said, you could sue me. He said, this kind of stuff always seems to happen to friends of a friend or doctor friend, doctor's wife. He said, not you don't want it to happen to anyone. But so anyways, our decision was, do we go in and just do the same thing again? Or do we take out the whole maxillary sinus wall on the one side for preventative measures? And so he did that. It came back precancerous. And so I had to go for 5 years, every 6 months, and have him take that thing. Yeah, anyway, I'm just saying, when I start to have this happen, I don't know if it's allergies or sinuses, and it's been years. Like, I think I had that surgery done in 99, the last one. So 26 years ago. So who knows? I doubt that they even have my report, and I don't remember what it was. Anyway, guys, that's that story. So I do need to go see, and I don't know if I want to go see him, because when I went to see him last time, he was kind of grouchy, and I don't know. He just was a little different. So anyways, I am going to show you, and basically, if you watch Sandra from Little Meatballs Nursery, sorry guys, she got her oldest son a beautiful stationery set with the quill pen, feather pen, and the inks and the wax. And I have a great nephew. He's 10, but he's brilliant. Like, I think he's 3 grades ahead in math and in science and in speech. Like, he can speak better than I can. Anyway, and he's not crazy about sports. He plays sports. He plays hockey because his grandpa, my dad, and his aunt really wanted him to try hockey. So he has been playing that. So is his little sister. And he's not great at it. And there's a picture of him. His dad, I remember when I took care of his dad, I used to take care of him every other weekend. They would go away for the weekend or to a football game in Tampa. And anyway, I had a crib, and he was the coolest kid. Like, he was, like I said, he was more fun than a date. I just remember him though, I had those magnetic ABC letters on the refrigerator, and when he was like 2, I had him at his level. And I don't know what he was trying to spell, and he couldn't, his name maybe, I'm not sure. I just remember he got so sad. He looked like he was gonna cry, and I go, I don't know what, I just said, it's okay. You're not expected to know this, but you can learn, and we'll all help you learn. But boy, I don't know if it's just their personalities. Like, first child, he was an only child, and we were all so crazy about him. You know, his grandparents, which were my parents, and then her parents, and then he had great-grandparents. My grandma and grandpa were here, and he was 7 when they passed. So he got to be with them for quite a long time, and he remembered them. And so, I don't know why I went down that road. Anyway, so when Sandra showed me that, I thought, because I don't want to keep getting him, I don't want him, like, what do you get? Because I'm out of that scene. I don't know what they like, but I do know that I've always gotten them Legos, always gotten him scientific things, STEM things. And so I thought when I saw this, I thought he probably will love this because he's getting to be bigger. And I think I want him to be able to identify not just with the littles anymore, but that he's got his own identity and he's smart. And I don't know, I want him to be interested in what the world was like at what time, in a different time. So anyway, Sandra, this came in a plastic bag, okay? But it had no bow like yours, I'll love you forever. Her bow was gorgeous. But because I'm so ADHD, impulsive, and I just buy things. I don't read well, and it's terrible to admit that, but I'm just telling you like it is. And so I make a lot of mistakes because I'm too quick. I don't know, why do I have to be quick about anything? Amazon isn't gonna run out of these, but that's how I am. So I did not realize that it came with a beautiful journal. So I noticed yesterday when she was showing her the beautiful journal, and Sandra, Michael, the archangel, that he has the tapestry with OMG, that is gorgeous. And it tells me, I don't know, I just think it's very interesting. So anyways, I went real quick and hurried up and bought him his own little journal and had it engraved with his name. Well, guess what? You can't take this back, right? So I'm thinking, okay, now watch, I'm going to show you. This is what was inside his kit. And remember, you were saying, like, this says universal condition. What does that mean? I guess that's just saying, and see, he's got the same paper, Paris, gives him ideas. I want him to go out in the world. I don't want him to stay small in the world that he was brought up in. And nothing's wrong with that. But let me say this. I was brought up like with a single mom, and she did great, okay? We were never poor, ever. But we were like a step down from middle class, tiny little house, lucky to have it. We were just happy, okay? But my first boss was very wealthy, and he introduced me to culture, he had traveled Europe and was a teacher there in Europe when he was young, like in his 20s. And so it opened my eyes up to, wow, what would it be like to go to Europe? What would it be like to go to these fine places to eat and speak and order in Spanish? And, his dad operated one of the biggest hotels in Detroit. And I ended up working for his dad, which scared me to death. Now, he might have been my age at the time I went to work for him. I don't think he'd have been 73. He just looked old because he was bent over and he had white hair and he had glasses and he scared me. But I worked so hard to make sure that it was, because he had had his secretary for years. She got sick. I was Steve's secretary at a smaller hotel of his dad's that he ran. And so I ended up working for his dad. And so I just got introduced. And so when I went to the hotel that his dad worked out of, it was called the Pontchartrain Hotel in downtown Detroit. And so he took me up to the president's suite where presidents had stayed. It was quite glamorous, but he was just a regular cool guy. He didn't have airs. It just was a good meeting. But I don't know, would I have tried to grow from where I was had I not met him? So anyways, he has passed. We stayed friends. I think he died of Hodgkin's disease when he was 36. And he was in a session with Carl Reiner for a production of a series. I don't know if it was going to be, I think, television production series on the hotel that I worked with him in. Not his dad. I hadn't worked for his dad yet. But anyway, so we stayed in touch, and he wrote me this long letter after he'd been diagnosed 3 weeks after his first and only child was born. So anyway, sorry that I got to, how do I go down these roads? Oh, but see, that person touched my life. I don't know if Steve and I had not met and he had introduced me to a different kind of culture. I ended up going to Europe. I ended up getting a temporary job as a secretary over there, and got to London, didn't like it. It was so boring. So I said, I'm gonna just tour with the money I brought over here. I sold my car to go. I quit my job with Steve, and I did it. And so we were there for 8 weeks, backpacked, and it was a wonderful, scary experience. And that's going and seeing Europe on $2 a day or $5 a day maybe back then. And I said, if I ever come back, I'm gonna come back with money so that I can eat in these nice places and go to the theater and do those kind of things. So now that I'm 73, I don't have a lot of concern to go back there. We were there right before the Olympics in Munich were going on. We were there in the summer, and I think the Winter Olympics where all that stuff happened, the terrible terrorists that came in there. Anyways, yeah, so we were there and saw all of that. But we went on a student rail pass, nothing fancy, but the people we met, the experiences we had were fabulous. So that's what I want for my great nephew. I want him to be interested. But Sandra, this is, now you got his in black and his is in brown. I don't know how well you're gonna be up. This is the journal. Check it out. See, he's into Harry Potter stuff, so I think he is going to be like, and see, now I bought the journal. So what I think I'll do is keep the journal. Don't give it to him with this. It's too much. Here's his set, and that's in brown. And then here's the pen and the quill. Isn't that gorgeous? What an incredible, so I think, and so I wanted him to feel, you know, why do we want to rush him? He's only 10, but it happens anyway by them being on computers, and he's way ahead, like I told you, like 3 years in math. Oh my God. I don't even know. He can do all the math in his head. They teach him that, which my brother wanted him to learn, because I guess you can figure out stuff if you learn the way we were taught. I don't know. But anyway, like, so he can do great big numbers, like, you know, 4 and 5, and add them up in his head. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, so he's entertaining too, but he's getting to the point, I'm not so sure. I mean, he has so many people that love them, and I couldn't be happier. And then I thought it would make him feel like an adult if I got him a necklace. And so it's very simplistic. It's leather, and it has just like a bead at the center, but I think he'll feel like a big deal. And that's all it is. But I don't think he has anything yet, so we'll see. But I think he'll feel like a big guy, and I think I think they transitioned sooner than when we did. I don't know, but tell me if you think he's too young. But I really don't think so. I think he's gonna be so excited. So I think that's all I wanted to share. I have to come back. I don't have to. I will come back on Tuesday to talk about the rules for the entry and etc. for my Christmas, my holiday giveaway. And I think you already know It's got the 3 holiday little dolls in the house, which I think is so cool. And I will do a Christmas like sleeper. I'll put that in with it, but I will not touch the box that's wrapped and done well. Like they put that inside another box, so I'll take it out, put the whatever I'm putting in Christmas, put that inside, and then send it off, just so that they get the full benefit of the beautiful presentation of a Cuddle and Kind gift. So you guys, be kind, be humble, be blessed, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you all for coming. Mwah. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for rain.